In this week's vlog, I'm going to talk about minimalism photography or abstract photography, however you want to look at it. The purpose of this photography is to create visually striking and thought-provoking images by paring down the visual elements to their essential core. It often encourages the viewer to engage with the photographer on a deeper level, appreciating the beauty found in simplicity and restraint. The key characteristics of minimalism photography should include negative spaces, a limited colored palette, and of course, isolating the subject itself. So join me on this video and I'll show you how I shoot minimalism photography. G'day everyone, and welcome back to the channel. You're not finding me in the middle of a rainforest this week. This week I'm in the middle of town, middle of Ballarat. This is Lake Windaree. And today I'm going to focus on minimalism, or that sort of abstract photography. And what a better place to do it than right here. Blessed enough to have these, or lucky enough to have these boathouses scattered around this whole lake. And also in the middle of the lake, well not in the middle, around the side of the lake is a jetty or a little pier that I want to shoot as well, which I think would look fantastic as in minimalism, just empty sky, all that negative space, and then the jetty leading you out. But yeah, these make absolute perfect subjects. It's got everything you want in minimalism. It's got texture on the weatherboards on the building. It's got subtle palette colors, the cream, the red, the blue sky. It's got the reflection, and it's also got negative space you can use in the sky and in the water. So I really can't wait to get in today's video and start shooting, show what kind of images I come up with. So I've actually shot this this particular boathouse before in the morning. I didn't vlog it. We had a really foggy morning, and I came down here and I set up exactly where I am, and I shot this boathouse. And I want to compare the images through this heavy fog we had. And again, it had these subtle palette colors of the blue fog and then the cream of the building. And I want to compare them, early morning sunrise, and now in the afternoon it's going to be a sunset. So it's an overcast day. The clouds are breaking up, but what I'm thinking I'm going to do is put an ND filter on my ND or 10-stop filter on the front of my lens, really smooth out the water in the sky. But for now I'm just going to fire off a couple of shots and see how they look. Yeah, the great thing about minimalism, and especially shooting something like this, is you can just focus on the subject itself. And my thinking is I can take 3 images and print them out and they'll look really nice. So maybe 16 by 9, the building itself and some negative space, and then I'll zoom in a bit more and maybe get a reflection shot, and then zoom right in on the door and the number and the weathering on the boards there and get another shot. And then you can print them out and have 3 images printed on your wall that tell a story, and it's focused just on this one building. And I think that's the whole art of minimalism or abstract photography. So yeah, let's see what we can get. So these images shot of the boathouse, I actually converted them into black and white, just the afternoon light. I guess the time of day didn't really help, so yeah, the high contrast of the afternoon light, converting them to black and white made sense. And then what I thought I'd do is a little sort of project and give you guys maybe some ideas or some inspiration to do your own sort of minimalism. So using these 3 images of the same subject can be a cool project. You can print them out, hang them on your wall. Overall, I think it worked. It'd be nice with some white matting around them and a black frame. As standalone images, I don't think these images, well, in my own opinion, particularly work. I do like the front door one the best, probably. Printed up large would look kind of cool, but yeah, getting 3 images like this and doing a series definitely works. And I hope this inspires you or gives you, yeah, some motivation to get out, even in your backyard. This kind of photography, you don't have to travel at all. Like I said, go in your backyard, find a subject, shoot it at different angles or different compositions, black and white, see what they look like. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the boathouse I caught in early fog, and it just works for me. I just really love this image. I just love the way the water blends into the heavy fog, and there's that soft light on the front of the boathouse itself. Yeah, just the subject jumps out at you, the boathouse, and I love the wind direction on top of the boathouse itself. It's really cool. So conditions can play a part in, of course, photography, but it's always something to think about. Coming on a foggy morning like this just made this image pop. I've come around the lake now to this pier or boardwalk, whatever you want to call it. It's a T-shape and it screams minimalism. Just everything about it. It's leading line straight out to the lake itself. It's got texture in the planks of wood, and it's got that negative space, that massive negative space. And what I've done is I've put an ND10 filter on the front of my lens here, and I'll slow it down to a 30-second shutter, which will smooth that lake out to glass, and the cloud in the sky will just give it that streaks of cloud going through the frame. The only problem I'm having with the cloud is you've got all this even cloud here, and then you've got this open space up in there. So it'd be better if the cloud moved across a bit more, but it's about 10 minutes off sunset. I'm not going to get any dramatic light, but that's okay with minimalism. I'm either going to turn this black and white, or I've got those mute colors of the blue and a bit of pastel in there. Yeah, so like the boathouse, I did shoot this pier too in heavy fog. So I want to compare the images and see which one looks better. I do like the clouds in this image. The other one obviously was heavy fog, so the background dropped off really quickly into this thick fog, which made for this amazing minimal image that I was going after. And this one's got a bit more texture, I think, in the image itself with the clouds and the background of the trees. And yeah, my mate, I don't know if you're picking him up, there's a black swan down here. So he's not in the image at all, but he's hanging around thinking I'm going to throw him some bread or something. So again, I had to convert this image into black and white. It does work. Again, I had to convert this image into black and white. There were too many weird colors going on in the sky. So it works, but as you'll see in the next image on the foggy morning again, it really works. I do like the textures in this image of the sky, and of course the little boardwalk jetty leading you out. I thought the trees in the midground would have worked, but now looking at it, I don't think they do. And I think probably because I'm too invested in the next image, which I'm about to show you, works really, really well. Again, like the other boathouse in fog. And you can see here, again, the water just blends in with that heavy fog. The textures of that boardwalk and the rain that's been on the boardwalk there, giving some life to that timber, yeah, I think also works too. So all around, the soft palette of the colors and just the loneliness or the simplification of that jetty just works. Yeah, really happy with this image. I took another shot in that heavy fog, and it was right here, and I was looking down this down the pathway, and I had all this negative space, and the fog really made it. It was black and white image, and it just cut all the distraction out sort of in the background there as it faded off. I thought it made, well, I thought it made for a really great image, so I might chuck that one up too. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. I'm losing light now. Yeah, good day to come out and shoot some minimalism photography. I'm not sure if this is an abstract kind of image, that I was going for or talking about in the video, but I don't know, there's something about this. I like the negative space to the left of the image and how the path curves around. And yeah, like all the other images I love in this video, it's the fog that really makes it. It just cuts all that distraction out and leaves your imagination leading up the path. Well, from me and my mate here, thanks for coming along on this vlog. I hope you have a great week, everyone, and see you on the next adventure.